Welcome. We're talking today about Libra ruling the 12th house and what it means if you have this placement in your natal chart. I'm Rachel Hardy. This is the series on house rulership using whole sign Western astrology. And the 12th house, very last house in the zodiac cycle, represents the unconscious, all the deep inner spaces. It represents your dream spaces, your psychic and intuitive abilities, all the places that you hold that are so rich, so beautiful, all of this incredible creativity and depth and knowing that is not necessarily connected to your conscious mind. So let's talk about Libra. Libra is the idea of partnership and the idea of the universe mirroring back to us who we are or information about who we're being, how we're being. If you think about how your relationships will always be teaching you and reflecting information to you about yourself, doesn't mean the other person is literally the same as you. It means that in that meeting, there is undeniably a meeting of yourself that happens through partnership, through meeting the other of any kind. We're thinking about one-to-one relationships in particular here of all sorts. So when Libra is the ruler of the 12th house, there's a couple different ways this could play out. I'm going to invite you to feel for how this shows up for you, how your Libra 12th house consciousness expresses itself and has been playing out on your journey. First thing is that there may be a way in which that idea of the mirrored consciousness, the relationship consciousness, may be a little bit hidden to your conscious mind. Even the mystery of relationships and that true meeting of yourself truly connecting with another individual, especially in the early part of life, because 12th house placements often reflect something that starts off very unconscious. And as part of our journey through this life, we come into a conscious relationship with the principles, the rulership, the planets in that house, and so on. So there may have been a way that, especially in early life, relationships may have felt like a mystery. And it's really about that true connection with you and that place where the true you meets the other. That essence of that connection may have felt somehow separate, somehow like you're not quite getting it. It doesn't mean you don't connect, because the interesting thing about 12th house placements is that they are very deeply a part of you. It's the conscious mind that, at least in the early part of life, doesn't recognize or isn't aware of that piece of you. So, first way it may have played out is a way in which relationships overall may have felt mysterious, like how to actually connect, how to get it. There also may be a way that that relationship piece takes you into the unconscious and into the depths. Your deepest relationships may be meant to put you in touch with the depths of your knowing that is not connected to conscious realms. So you may call in partners of all kinds who awaken this in you, who take you deeper, who connect you in all kinds of interesting ways to the unconscious dream world spaces. When you have this placement, relationships are undoubtedly going to be an interesting part of your life path. Of course, this is true for everyone, but for a 12th house Libra placement, there's a way in which the mystery of relationships and the mystery of the depths of our unconscious meet up in some interesting synergy. I would love to hear how this plays out for you. If you'd like to share, drop me a note in the comments. But I'll invite you to explore, what is your relationship to what we'll call the other? And by that, we just mean partnerships of all kinds, and the way in which the world, the universe, reflects back to you information, energy, consciousness as a result of meeting that other. There's a mysterious transaction happening here. And for you, it's a mysterious transaction that takes you into very interesting, deep places. 12th house planets and placements, I always find the most challenging to describe because we are working with some of these very deep places. Again, love to hear if this resonates, how it's playing out for you. Leave me a comment. Please like and share if this has been helpful. And if you haven't seen the rest of this playlist, you can find your whole house, all of your house placements under the playlist titled Scorpio Rising House Rulership. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon.